Hi everyone, Angie here with Ability Bookkeeping and Business Solutions. In this video, we're going to go over another major financial statement, the income statement, aka the profit and loss, or the P&L. Here I'm in Craig's Design and Landscaping Services, which is the sample company provided by QuickBooks Online. To get to the report, I'm going to go over here to Reports. And then I'm going to select Profit and Loss. I have mine starred up here at the top, but if you don't have yours starred as a favorite, you can scroll down to the For My Accountant section and select Profit and Loss. Once I get into the report, I'm going to select the dates that I want to run the report for. During our balance sheet video, we ran it from 1/1/2020 through the last day of last month, so I'm going to change the dates here as well. If I can type, sorry about that. I'm going to display by total only. I don't want to separate by months or quarters, but I definitely could if I needed to. I'm also going to change this to show only non-zero rows and columns. That way the report is a little bit cleaner. And I'm not going to select it to a different period, but that option is there, and it's very helpful to show how you're doing compared to this time last year or this time last month, that kind of thing. I'm going to run this on accrual. Sorry about that, I can't talk today. And I'm going to select Run Report. Up here on the top, you see that it is the profit and loss. I actually like calling this the income statement, so I'm going to change that. And you can see that it is ran through January through September 2020. Here you're going to see the different types of incomes. If I collapse all of this, you can see the major parts of the income statement, and then we'll expand them as we're talking about them. So first you have your income, which is all of your revenue streams. In this company, there are quite a few different options. There's design income, their discounts, different types of services that they offer here, their labor that they charge to their customers. They have pest control services, sale of product income, service income, a lot of different ways. Most companies do not have it laid out this way. They have it directly laid out to different sources of income streams, and it's a little bit cleaner than this. After income comes our cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold are any product or service that your company has to buy in order to sell your product to your customer. So these are direct costs. So for a landscape design, if they buy sod, the sod would be a cost of goods sold because it is directly related to the sale of landscaping income. A software subscription for QuickBooks Online would not be a direct cost, so it would fall further down under the expenses. So they only have one type of cost of goods sold. Most companies, especially with having as many different income sources as they had up here, they would have more than just cost of goods sold. It would be broke down a little bit more. But once you subtract your cost of goods sold from your income, that is giving you your gross profit on your company. After you get your gross profit, then you're going to enter your expenses. And these are all of your indirect costs, your advertising, your auto expenses. Here they have a lot of materials here that some might argue should be up in cost of goods. We would have to be more familiar with their company to make that distinction. You're going to have other indirect costs down here, utilities, rent, all of those things. Once you subtract those out, so your gross profit less your regular indirect expenses, you get your net operating income. Then you're going to add in other income or other expenses. Here they have other expenses of $29.16. You should not typically see anything coded to miscellaneous. You want to have everything actually have the correct bucket that it lands in. So once you have your net operating income. You add in other income and subtract out other expenses. You have your net other income and you subtract that and you get your total net income. This net income traces back to the balance sheet. So if you remember, and I will just go back and do this here, we have 1777.81. If I go back and run the balance sheet for the same time period, come down here to net income, there you see 1777.81. So the profit and loss or income statement is a very good report because it can show you exactly what your report is. You can compare it to previous periods to see are you making the same progress or hitting the same goals that you did at a previous time. And you can also run a lot of different KPIs on your profit and loss to see if maybe your cost of goods is lower or higher than the industry standard for your industry. Anyway, I hope this helps. Thanks. Bye.